And welcome to our first official day of Wellness Week 2022. We've had lots of great sessions today, a lot of them around physical wellness and mental wellness. And I think this one on financial wellness really can impact both of those areas, mental and physical health. So excited to have you here today. My name is Rachel Hirschman, and I am the Wellness Coordinator here in District 6. And if you're looking for the sign-in sheet, we will share that at the end of the session today because it also has a little evaluation section on kind of what you learned in this session. So that will be coming. Make sure to fill that out so you have a prize drawing entry for our prize drawing at the end of the week. So I will hand it over to Jen to take over the presentation.
I had my unmute button there until I wanted to unmute myself. Then it disappeared. So hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Bell. I am your LegalShield representative, me and Cheryl Garcia. So at the end, I have my contact information that you can take a screenshot of if you ever have any questions before signing up or after enrolling as well. So LegalShield is a voluntary discount program that's available to you. And I think it's pretty cool. Just to put it in perspective, you guys have a grandfathered price, which is almost half the price of what it is now, which is so awesome. So you can have access to some really cool benefits at a very good rate. So I'll give you a screen in just 2 slides that will show you what the prices are. But I want to go over what the benefit is first. LegalShield was really designed to be an everyday life events help tool. So if you ever think of a situation that you've ever been in where maybe you felt like you were overcharged for something or mistreated, treated unfairly, you didn't quite know how to respond to something where you could have benefited from the advice of an attorney, but if you would have called that attorney, it would have cost you an arm and a leg, so you didn't. This is one of those tools where if you had it in your back pocket, you could just easily touch the app and have an attorney on the phone and go over some questions that you have, get your answers, know your rights, and move on with your life and not have to be stressing out and guessing what you should do next. So it's very awesome. So the very first bullet on here, what you'll see is the personal legal advice. Anytime you are in a situation where you feel like you could benefit from the advice of an attorney, all you have to do is touch your app and schedule a consultation, and it's that easy. Now, if you talk to the attorney and you're going through a situation where you would benefit from them either making a phone call for you or writing a letter on your behalf, they will do that for you. So they'll do it on unlimited number of issues, but once per issue in your benefit. They'll also review contracts and documents on your behalf. And I had them do this for me a few years ago when I purchased the home we're living in now. It's a 2001 build, so all the things are probably starting to break. We bought a home warranty. They reviewed 2 home warranty policies for me, found about 17 red flags in the more expensive version, and I was able to cancel that policy and keep the other policy, which was $450 cheaper. So they saved me $450 just by having them review some policies. So that's awesome. If you wanted to look at your homeowner's insurance or your car insurance policies, just to see what your coverage details are like and help you translate all that legal jargon, they can do that for you too. Something else they can do is prepare your will. Now, this is huge. So many of us put off getting our wills done, even though we know it's something that's really important. Or maybe you have a will and it's 10 or 15 years old and the kids have totally grown up and they're out of the house and you have grandkids, it could be totally different. So the will preparation package is pretty amazing. It's your will, living will, healthcare power of attorney for both you and your significant other. So that's pretty amazing with annual updates. So if you get it done this year, get married and have babies, you can change it every year to reflect those changes. You also have civil trial defense built in. So if you're sued in a civil defense situation, a civil lawsuit where you're named the respondent or defendant in that situation, someone else is suing you civilly, you have built-in trial defense hours. Let's say you get in a car accident, the other driver's found at fault, they turn around and sue you. You have built-in trial defense hours in that situation. You also have assistance with an IRS audit, whenever you start the benefit, the year that you start the benefit and then moving forward, that's the tax year. So let's say you started today, it would cover your 2021 tax return and then anything going forward. And you actually get a tax attorney to help you through an audit process, consultation, representation. It's pretty cool. The family domestic services, I always like people to just kind of listen to this part. And if you have friends or anything, you can tell them about this and have them call me, because I went through this situation not knowing about LegalShield. I had an uncontested divorce and I paid $2,000 to an attorney. In the LegalShield membership, you actually, after 90 days, the law firm will not charge you anything. The only thing you have to pay for is the court filing fees. But also built into those family services are some happiness. So also, if you're adopting a child or maybe getting married and doing a name change, that's covered. But also, like I said, divorce and separation. Uncontested is the key word there. We also do traffic ticket assistance. So if you ever get a moving violation, definitely send it to the law firm. You'll see the little picture here on the right of the screen is the app. And built into the app, you can take a picture of a speeding ticket or other moving violation. You can send it to the law firm and see if it's defensible in court. And if it is, they can go with you or for you. And something I always like to point out here is that this benefit is a nationwide plan. So if you get a ticket in another state, you could have an attorney go to traffic court on your behalf in that state. And the last thing that you'll see on here is this emergency access. So part of the app as well is if you get into a situation where it just feels like an emergency. So maybe Child Protective Services is knocking on your door because your kid is screaming, you know, or maybe you get into a car accident, you just don't know what to say to the police officer. You don't want to get yourself in a worse situation that you're in. You can just tap the app and have an attorney on the phone who can speak on your behalf right then and there. So don't ever feel so intimidated that you don't think you have a right to an attorney, because you always do. Now, the consultation services that we get are going to be a call back within 4 business hours if you request them to call you right away. All right. We also get a 25% preferred member discount. This is at the bottom. This is on anything else that you don't see bulleted. If you need to hire an attorney, something a little bit more major, maybe like a construction issue or a DUI, bankruptcy, contested divorce, you always get 25% off an attorney's hourly rate. So that's what's at the bottom there. The next benefit we have, if my screen will advance to the next slide, there we go, is our LegalShield benefit. So this is our identity theft protection. We have monitoring services and restoration piece. This is one of my favorite things. You'll see the app over there on the left. What this will do for you is work in the background. A lot of people will get this benefit and then just kind of think like, what am I paying for? But what you're paying for is the service to always be watching your back. And then when something happens and you find yourself in a situation where you are a victim of identity theft, you actually get a licensed private investigator who's gonna go to work on your behalf. Now, the reason I like that so much, and what I think is so great about that, is I'm super busy, and I'm guessing all of you are as well. And to try and add one more thing on my plate and try to figure out how am I supposed to put back together my identity, I don't even know where to start. So me, I just pick up my phone and I call the licensed private investigators, and then they go to town. Cool thing too is if you find out you've been a victim of identity theft or part of a data breach, all you have to do is call LegalShield and they will do the credit freeze for you, which is super cool. They'll just do all 3 lines. It's a 2-minute phone call and you're done. So there's some pretty cool things with having those guys there. Also, there's just situations that are happening all over the country and all over the world, and we just don't know how to handle it. But these are professionals, they're trained professionals. This is what they do every single day. So they know exactly how to handle it and put everything back together. And if you just have a question, maybe you lost your wallet, you can also call and just ask questions about that too. Okay, so pricing, here's your pricing. This is per month. Like I said, this is a discounted rate. So this is something that you would actually just pay for with a credit card or bank draft. You'll see that the legal plan is $18.95 a month. Now, LegalShield does get broken up into individual or family. So the individual LegalShield is the $8.95, family LegalShield is $18.95. And then if you combine the LegalShield and LegalShield in the individual setting, the math is done for you, that $27.90. And then something cool happens when you're in the family situation is they actually discount ID Shield a little bit deeper, which is pretty cool. So instead of being $18.95, when you combine it with LegalShield, it goes to $14.95. So the total is $33.90. Hopefully that makes sense. You can take a screenshot of this so that you can see the prices. We also have a home business supplement, which is if you own your own business and you do not have employees, it's just maybe you and a spouse or you and a significant other. If you're running a business or your spouse is running a business, you can add the home business supplement. And this allows you to access a law firm for your home business needs in addition to personal needs. You can only do this when you add it to the LegalShield plan of $18.95. So it's a combo thing. It doesn't stand on its own. So hopefully that makes sense. This right here just says once you've signed up, these are some things that you can do. Again, you can take a quick snapshot of this because this gives you the website that you would go to log in and create your account. We have an app like I was showing you on the other screens where you can have the app on your phone with easy access. I always say put a law firm in the palm of your hand and a licensed private investigator in your back pocket. So if you have the apps on your phones, it makes it easy to access those benefits. And then of course you want to get your will done right away because you can. It doesn't cost anything extra. And then something that's really cool, this number 4, is we have member perks. So just this weekend, in fact, Saturday night, we were driving just around Utah, Colorado. We were seeing all national parks and fun stuff. And we were staying in Montrose. And so my husband found on Google a room at, Holiday Inn Express, and it was like $148 or something like that. And I was like, well, hey, let's just look at member perks. Well, we saved $20. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Like, so anybody likes to save $20. So just by going through member perks, we're able to save a little bit of money, which is cool. I save every month on my Verizon bill. There's lots of things you can use the member perks for. There's over 400 retailers that give you discounts. All right, so the next slide is going to have my contact information in the upper right. If you have any questions, you can call me, you can text me. That number is my cell phone. You can email me. That's not the quickest way to get a hold of me, but you can. And then also what's really nice is we have an enrollment website for you guys. This web address that you see where it says enroll at legalshield.com/info/WILD-CSD6. You can actually see full details of the benefits on that website too. So I don't know, Rachel, do I have like 1 minute? Okay, let me just show you what your website looks like so that you guys know how to navigate. Oh, hang on a minute. Nope, that's not it. You know how that bar at the top for Zoom like blocks your navigate? Oh, hey, there we go. I'm getting there. There we go. Okay, so this is your website. When you land on it, you'll see all these different things, how it works, our plans. So if you click on our plans, this will show you a full-on drop down, or sorry, you can pick which one you want to look at. If you want to look at LegalShield, and it gives you all these details. So you can enroll on this platform too. And let me go back to the slideshow for you guys so you have that web address. So again, it's this website right here. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if you have any time for questions. I know this was kind of a short little thingy, but I'm here if you have questions.
Yeah, we have about 2 minutes. I'll share the sign-in sheet in the chat box as well so that everyone has that. And yeah, I used LegalShield to create my will personally, and it was super easy. So otherwise you have to pay an attorney like quite a lot of money to do a will. So I found it really helpful.
Yeah. This kind of puts in perspective on the will. There's this place in Denver on Wadsworth, and it's called Easy Legal. And it's one of those places where they have prices on their windows. And on their window, it was $649 for a will. So it's pretty cool that it's included in as part of your benefit.
And you're not like locked in for any amount of time. You can just go month to month.
Yeah, this is a month-to-month benefit. So as long as you're an employee, you get the discounted rate. And even when you leave, this is self-pay. You're setting it up on credit card or bank draft. As long as you keep your benefit in place, the price stays the same. So it's pretty cool. Our plan, if you went to my website to buy it, is $29.95 a month for LegalShield, and you guys are getting it at $18.95. That's like, it's just so cool to me. I like offering things at a discount because I like clearance shopping.